Hey everybody, it's John, retired old man, sitting out here on the back porch with a nice cup of coffee on another good-looking Texas morning. Well, this is kind of part two of a snapshot of my life. I'll tell you a little bit about the past 40 or 50 years or so. I'm 70 years old, and when I was 28 years old, well, I went to school in agriculture. After I got out of school with agriculture, I did a little farming for a while, about 4 or 5 years, until I went broke farming. And we were able to sell everything and not file for bankruptcy, but it pretty well wiped us out. My dad took a chance on me, and I opened up a parts house, or an auto parts farm supply hardware store in a little small town in northeast Louisiana, and became very successful. In fact, we actually put two close competitors out of business, and it became one of the largest places to get parts for in that part of the country up through there. And I sold it. Actually, it's still in business today, but I sold it back in the 80s. Still going strong. In fact, it's fixing to celebrate its 50th anniversary of being in business. From then I went to St. Louis. I lived in St. Louis for about 7 or 8 years. I was company store manager for the same company that I bought supplies and auto parts from, and farm supplies. I became company store manager for 8 states up in the Midwest, home office out of St. Louis. From St. Louis, I went to the corporate office down in Houston, Texas. Same company, but I moved into human resources, and at that point my career changed, and I became a human resource professional. All that simply means is that you're a director level or above in a large corporation, and that's what I did. From that company, I went on to AT&T Wireless and Human Resources, and from there went to several other companies. And anyway, ended up a career of 30 years in the human resource side of the business. Interesting business. I don't know that I'd recommend anybody necessarily for going into it. At the end of the day, it was hard to tell if you made the needle move at all. But I do like retirement. Don't miss work at all, except for one thing. I miss the people, and I miss the quiet time. My office was very quiet most of the time. Had an office with a door on it you could shut and tune out the world for 8 or 9 hours a day. Anyway, that's about all there is, and I've said enough about human resources. Till we meet again, y'all be careful, and God bless.